Welcome to the Scoop with Dukes. I'm your host, Philip Dukes, aka Dukes D Scoop. Check me out on Twitter and Instagram at Dukes D Scoop, and make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. I'm here live with one of the legends of the Iron Bowl and someone who made a huge impact on the Plains, Mr. Shaun Worm Shivers. Shaun, what's going on, big dog?
Yo, what's going on, man? What's going on, man? Hey, appreciate you for having me today, man.
No, for sure, man. I felt weird calling you Shaun, man. You know, I'm on my reporter thing today. You feel me?
Yeah, no, it's all good, man.
But look, so let's jump right into it. You were one of the many players that bridged the gap between Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and Auburn University, all the way back to Isaac Bruce when I was in school, Joe Walkers, Junior Rose Green, shout out to Rose Green. And then you kind of jumped right in there and kind of kept that going from South Florida to Auburn. What was it about Auburn that made you not afraid to make that leap?
Really, just the culture of the program and the brotherhood. And one thing I can say about Auburn, and I can't really say about a lot of schools, because I'm Auburn up and down.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's really the main thing is the family. It's family oriented around there.
Right.
Auburn, that's all brotherhood. Like when they say family, it's really a family culture. Like everybody treat each other with respect. Everyone love on each other. Keep everybody up to a high standard, man. Just so much love in Auburn, man. Like that's what I could really say about Auburn. Family. One word describe Auburn. Family.
Yeah.
There you go, right there. Family for sure.
All right, so we talk about family at Auburn, and a lot of people say that Auburn's greatest weapon when it comes to recruiting is the actual atmosphere. Tell me about your first time in Auburn and what it was like when you got acclimated to that atmosphere.
Right. So I can remember we landed in Atlanta, and my mom, we go get the rental car. And then as we drive on interstate, we driving, for a little minute, because it's an hour and 30 from Atlanta. So we driving over. Then I just started, just thinking and looking outside the window. I'm like, dang, I can really do it out here. Cause that's my vibe, that's my type of kind of laid back vibe, being a smaller city, smaller town, just doing the thing. Just doing my own thing, ain't really, doing too much. Basically that was my type of vibe, to do. So as we got in, we drove into Auburn, and I started looking around. I just started getting the chills. I'm like, dang, like as soon as I turned off the edge, I started getting the chills, and I just started looking around, like, I can do this. I can come here. Like, I know what I can do. And then I remember, I believe that was the Georgia game. So I saw them, beat Georgia that year. So I was at that game. So I'm like, I want to come here. Like, I'm finna commit right now. She said, boy, no, you ain't finna do nothing right now. So I was like, all right. So going into my next season, I already know what time it was. I was Auburn up and down already. I'm like, I'm going to Auburn. So I told her, this is why I want to go. Like, my top 5 school. I'm like, I'm going to Auburn. This one I'm really going to. But I just put a top 5 out there. But I'm going to Auburn. It was really, I could say nobody really had a chance. I'm going to Auburn.
Oh, wow, man. And a lot of people talk about how magical it is. And speaking of magic, you at your size ran like somebody 5 or 10 times your size. Growing up, when did you realize that you were able to play with bigger guys?
So, growing up, so let me tell you just a little story real quick. So growing up, so I used to play, for Lauderdale Vikings, right? So as I'm growing up, they'll never let me run through the middle. So they used to only let me get the ball, because I was just always the fastest one on the team. So I get the ball and just outrun everybody to go score. They used to do that from Pee Wee all the way up to 80 pounds. So then that's when I finally left there, because they wasn't really giving me an opportunity to run. But they was always say, oh, he can't run up the middle, he can't do this, he can't do that. But they never gave me the ball to do that. I was always the man, the guy, get the ball, let's go score, go break them 80-yard runs, 70-yard runs, 60-yard run. That was my that was my role. So that's what I did. So I really want to thank Coach James Richardson, because I can say, like, I already had that dog, but he brought that dog out of me. Like, I remember this to this day. Like, I always thank him for this to this day. Like, one of the best running back coaches I ever had. I played for Coach Rod Mack. I don't know if you know Coach Rod Mack, but I know he's a popular name down here in South Florida area, in the league. Yeah, feel me? So I played with him at the Miami Garden Ravens. So there was the Chargers the year before, but they changed to the Miami Garden Ravens. So I was playing on this team, and funny thing is, I remember we was doing Oklahoma drill. So real true story. Coach James. So after practice, right? Coach James called a linebacker, one D lineman, and another officer. No, one D lineman and an officer lineman. We was doing, and he made us after practice. He made me do that till about 10:30. My practice supposed to been over. We out there dark and all. He said we're gonna do this until you know how to hit the hole and run up. So from that point on,
right,
everything changed. So the funny thing is, I used to have the 1-2 like in my bag, but since Coach James brought that up, that's all I want to do now. I'm like, okay, everybody finna get it, you know that now. I mean, so I really appreciate Coach James Richards because he really brought that dog out of me. I can tell you because that's the difference between Broad and Dave football. Like from Little League, Miami up there, Miami. Like I ain't gonna say it's not everybody, but you know certain parts they actually coach. Like you know, I know some people gonna feel some type of way, but they don't coach there. They just bring a whole bunch of kids with talent, put them on one team, you know, do it from there. But nah, we really we had an offensive day, we had defensive days. Like we had a script. Yeah, we was 9 to 10 years old. So that year I was 9 years old. We had a script of practice. Like we had an indie. Yeah, we had an indie period. That's how we had an indie. We had a team period. They would break off, install. Like we had real practices like that. Like when I was 9 years old. So that's why Coach Rod Matt, he's so legendary down here in the South Florida area and across the country. That's why he's able to beat good team because we got a script. And actually, the funny thing is, I coached with Coach Rod Matt this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I had coached with him because he wanted me to come out. This is another funny story. So, he just wanted me to train a running back. So I trained a running back. So then I was like, he was like, you want to coach with me? I was like, oh no. He was like, man, the boys like you. They said they want you to coach. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it for the kids, man. So I ended up coaching this year. Yeah. So you know.
Nah, that's hard.
Yeah.
All right. So before we get any further, for those that don't know, how did you get the nickname Worm?
So, all right. So you know, movie Friday, right?
Mm-hmm.
The movie Friday. So, my family will always say every time they say Big Worm, I always say Big Worm, Big Worm. Like I always say it. And then another reason I got that name because they say instead of me crawling, I used to move around like a worm.
Oh man,
yeah, you know what I mean. So that's how I really got the name.
That's hard, man. So your mom ran track at Dillard,
right?
How did they keep you out of Dillard? I know everybody thought that you were going to Dillard.
Everybody did, you know, think I was going to Dillard too. The crazy thing is, I always said when I was younger because I used to go to all of the Dillard games. So you ever seen the dude who say I'm the best in that nation?
Yeah.
Travis Ward. So Travis Ward. So when I was a kid, I used to love to go see him play because he like when he sent that video, he was like that, like playing anybody, don't matter what school. He was the one. So I was like, yeah, I want to go to Dillard. No, I could do the same thing that he doing. But as I got older, I kind of started venturing off from Dillard. I'm like, nah, I want to go somewhere else and start my own legacy. So that's how I ended up at Chaminade. So funny thing about this story, Chaminade was on the verge of closing, was under enrollment. So basically, if the guys that came in with me would never went to Chaminade, I believe Chaminade would be closed down to this day because it was under enrollment. So I think Chaminade was supposed to hold, I guess, like 500 at the max, but they was holding like 200. I think it was like 250 or less. Like everybody in school knew everybody at Chaminade, basically. So they was on the verge of closing until our first year. It was me and a couple other guys. It was me and the 4 other guys came in. We wanted to change the program. They was horrible. So we came out. So my freshman year, we went 4-8. So of course, you expect that. We young guys. I still remember to this day. People, I don't know where y'all going to that school. I ain't never heard of that school. How you said Chaminade? Oh my God! Like where y'all going to that school for? Right. They were like, we want to start our own legacy. Like we good. I still remember this day. One man at the Florida of that hurricane, he said, "Bro, y'all would never win nothing at Chaminade." Man, he told me this. I'm like, okay. I'm like, for sure. I ain't tripping.
He told the right one.
Yeah. Say no more. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
On my freshman year, we did that. Right. Went 4-8. Our next year, that's when we had a head coach named Jason Milgram. He came from St. Thomas. So he was the offensive coordinator at St. Thomas. Then he came over with the head coach at Chaminade. So then that year, I think we went 8-3. Had a good season. We played, actually, I think that was one of my best years of high school. Like people say my senior, junior year, but I think that was my sophomore year. I just took it to a whole nother level, like crazy level. Like, I was going crazy. So after that year, we lost to Oxbridge to I don't know if you're familiar with the name Travis Homer. We lost to him, his school So we lost to his school. Then the next year we had Damian Jones. So then that's when we went to States. We lost that year. Then I'll never forget. I looked at when it was getting the trophy. You know how Stephon did. I always be looking at. But see, the difference between I wouldn't won though the next year. I ain't just look at the people and say no, we actually won the next year. So I had state MVP, all state, all time leading rusher at Chaminade history. And also I got the records in track and football. So I hold records there. Yep. And that's what I want to do. Like start my own legacy. Like get Chaminade start now. Look at Chaminade now. Had the best player in the world, Jeremiah Smith, best player, college football.
Man, so let's dive into that. We're talking about legacy, something that you helped create at Chaminade. And now you see like the hashtag Nod Boys, like what it means. Like it and it carries weight nationally. Like here we got Milton, we got Langston, we got Carrollton, we got all these schools, but everybody knows South Florida, you got to go see Chaminade, right? Especially when like last year. What was it like when you saw Jeremiah Smith for the first time? Like whether it was Little League or whether it was when you were coaching him. What was it like when you saw him the first time? And did you know that he had the type of potential to show out like he did this year when you first met him?
Right. So I first started. I didn't beat him yet, but I first seen him when he was at the Miami Gone Ravens. I was I seen him a couple times, but he was always stand out because he'll always make big plays. But when I really started to like really see him, it was when Bullet and all this they started to grow up a little bit. Then they was going out like nationals, going to play all like across the world. And I started watching them more. I'm like, that I knew all four of them was gonna be good. Like CJ, Bullet, JoJo Trader, Jeremiah. I knew all four of them was gonna be good. So then when they came to Chaminade, of course they was young, but Jeremiah he actually went to Pace his freshman year. Then after Pace he came over and played last 3 years at Chaminade. But him, he like me. Head down, work. Just work. That's it. Don't complain about nothing. Just put your head down and work. Go win. Cause we like to win. That's what type of player he is. We like to win. But hey, he's something else though.
Yeah, he is.
Like he got something that many people ain't got. Like he got an extra dog in him. Like he don't got one dog. He a boy. Hey, that man crazy.
Yeah. So when you think about as far as the talent that's at Chaminade, how big of it is it? How big of a responsibility is it to you to make sure that you guide these guys the right way, as somebody who's done it at such a high level, to make sure that these guys can stay low key and make sure that they are not getting in trouble, keeping their noses clean, and making sure they keep that work ethic to work hard.
Right. So the main thing I always say is I'm big on developing, like on and off the field. Like just something I always brought up when I went to college, when I was a freshman. How Coach Tim Horton was on me, how Coach Latt was on me. You know what I mean? Because I know they were all about developing, and teaching you about the life after football. Like that's what Coach Lack always preached about, life after football. You know what I mean? So he didn't just talk about football. He talk about stuff after. Like I remember we used to come to meetings. He'd just ask us a question. He'd just start talking about straight stuff off the field. Nothing. Let's get out more off the football because let's talk about real life situation. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about that. Then we'll get it started getting into okay, let's install this, install 3, install 4. Start getting into the things like that. So I really think just being around Coach Lack, like and hearing him talk like many times from 3 years I was there, it just brought a good side of me out. Like, dang, like I really want to help kids. Like this is what I want to do after football. After I'm done, I want to be like Coach Lack. I want to go coach like Coach Lack. That's what I want to do. Like being an former Auburn football player, playing at the highest level. You know what I mean? I want to go do that. You know what I mean? I want to go coach like Coach Lack. I want to start off in high school, then eventually get into the college world. So the main thing about me, like I said, I'm big on developing and I'm big on helping these kids. Like I think what these kids missing is, I ain't gonna say. Well, no, I'm gonna say it. You gotta say it. Player coach.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They missing these players coach because sometimes you got coaches who just it's just football and whatever. No, talk to them about life. Like sometimes you got to check on your athletes because sometimes they could be thinking the wrong way. Because sometimes they leave the school, what they going to do? Like what you going to go do after school? Nah, don't be doing that. Go home. Stop hanging around from them guys. They on a different path than you.
Right.
You got something to lose. They don't got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
You know what I
That's
mean?
important.
like they got stuff to lose. You don't. You got so much to lose. They don't got nothing to lose. Like
Right.
let's focus. Let's do the right thing. So I always remember Coach Miles on 3 R's. Be respectful, do the right thing, and be responsible. And always be on time.
Man.
Always. I said 3, but at 4. I think it was 4-4-3. But it was something like that. I always remember that. It was something like that. I always remember that though.
Nah, when you think about it, those things are so important because you got to be respectful, you got to be responsible, right? And you got to be on time.
Always.
Like, and those things will help you be successful. Now, another R that I want to talk about is recruiting.
Right.
Now, you're somebody that literally went through it at the highest level of getting recruited. And now these guys that you're coaching, like the whole world last year, there were a lot of college teams that didn't have as much high-end talent as Chaminade had last year. Mm-hmm. What do you tell these guys about the recruiting process, like, and being able to borrow from your own process to help them through their process?
Right. So I would mainly say take your time. Don't rush. Don't rush anything. Like, I know schools can be telling you, hey man, come on, I need you to commit now. Relax. Like take it all the way through. Like make sure you're doing the right thing. Make sure it's the right decision. You know what I mean? Don't just jump to something and you commit. Then you get there. Now it's not what the coach has been telling you. Like I know the real. I done been through it. Like he said, I done been through it.
Right.
And really sit down and ask questions.
Right.
Pick the coach brain. Don't just sit down. Nah, coach, I'm good. I don't want to answer nothing. No, I'm good, coach. I don't got no questions for you. No, ask questions. Right. Pick his brain. Like I said, pick his brain. Yeah, don't just sit there. Yeah, that I think that's very important too. I say, like, I don't try, like, so I'm gonna use Derek for instance. I don't try to be in Derek recruiting like that. I'm just a coach. I just want to develop, make sure he prepared when he go to Georgia. Like, make sure he know how to, cross protect. Make sure he know about scan the sky.
Right.
Just a little thing. Like 60-61 protection. Know who you got. The center point of him. We here to here there. You know what I mean? Like just just a little thing. Knowing what a 0 tech is. Know what a 1 tech is. I just want to well prepared for, like, I don't really want to be so much a recruit, but I also, tell him things like, just, slow it down. You don't got to rush nothing. Take your time. See what his coaches got to offer for you. Can you go out and play now? Because that's what also that's another thing I want to develop too. Guys that can go play right now. I want everybody at the highest level to go play right now. Like coach, when the coach me come to sit, coach.
Yeah,
coach, this guy ready right now. I'm telling you, coach. He ask some questions. He ready. Talk to me, coach.
He gonna have it on the board and on the field.
All right, that's what you know what I mean. Like he ready. He ain't just okay. Nah, he no 5-star coach. This ain't a regular 5-star coach. He gonna be developing, ready to play right now, coach.
Now speaking of Derek, so we talking about Derek Cooper, probably the best running back in the country, depending on who you ask. What is it about him that makes him special? And what's you guys bond like with you being somebody who plays so well, being his coach and somebody he can look up to?
So, Derek, what makes him the best running back? Explosive. Mm-hmm. He's fast. He's quick. He got great hands out of backfield. He could play every down. He could play every down as a running back. He could play all three. And if they want to add a 4th down, he could play on 4th down too. You don't got to take him off the field. You got line him up at receiver. He could be the 5th receiver if you go empty. Also, he could pass protect. He's physical. He's hard nosed. He's downhill. He got everything. Like a complete back. Yeah,
no, that's complete back. And he's somebody who's high on everybody's list, including Auburn. Right. So, what when you saw Coach Freeze and everybody came down, what was it like? What kind of impression did you get from the new staff at Auburn when you met them, or as far as how they're recruiting, and what did you like about their approach?
Oh, so I didn't. So when Coach Freeze they came down here, I wasn't there. I wasn't there. Yes, I wasn't there. But when Derek went up to Auburn though, they were showing him love, talking to him, because I think it wasn't junior day. Not that what just happened. It was Big Cat. That's what it's called. Okay. Big Cat. Yeah, I can't forget about the Big Cat. Okay, that's when I seen the coaches. So they was really high on him. They were asking me questions about Derek. So I know Coach Marcus there because when I was playing at Auburn, he was volunteering.
Yeah.
Auburn. Look at him now, Auburn receiver coach. Former Auburn guy. That's big bro right there. Yeah, for sure.
No, man, that's good to hear. All right, so you're an Auburn legend in your own right. And one of the big now, your sophomore season, you go crazy, right? What was it that allowed you to know that you were going to be able to be so successful when you had that breakout year?
So basically, it's just the person I am. Like I said, I don't complain. Like I said, I don't complain. I just put my head down and work. Like I'm all about hard work. Like I don't want nothing given to me, coach. Like if I tell the coach I don't want nothing given to me, I'm gonna work for everything. Like every day, you're gonna get the same worm every day. You're gonna get. I'm gonna be out there laughing. I'm gonna be out there smiling. But main thing, I get the team going. Like you can ask for my former coach, I get the team going. Like I love when they feel my energy. Because if I'm down, oh, it's something wrong. You better check on me. Something wrong with me then. But I can't have those days because I know my team will rely on me. And I bring just how I coach. I bring the same energy every day. You can hear me screaming, everything. I'm jumping up and down, running with the kid. Like that's the energy that these kids need. Because once they see, okay, dang, coach, like I love coach energy because now they gonna feed off me and they can go out there and play hard for me. And I'm gonna go out there and play hard for my coach and for my brothers every chance I get. No matter if I get the ball 5 times a game or 1 time a game. But just know that one carry, just like the Alabama game, that one carry I got that, guess what? I made history with it. Now,
Yeah. We got stop presses. We got to talk about that right now. Walk me through that play. I want to know when you knew you was going in. I want to know when the call came in, you knew the ball was for you, and then walk me through the play from the time the ball was hyped to the time you went into the end zone.
Right. So it was halftime, right? I still remember the whole story. Halftime, right? So Anthony Schwartz, he went down the first play of the game. So I knew we were still gonna run Wildcat that week, and I was the backup Wildcat guy. So was underneath in the stadium, halftime, coach say he came up to me, he said, Worm, do you still remember how to run a Wildcat? I said, Coach, yes, sir. So after he told me that, I said, oh yeah, I'm gonna have an opportunity to show what I can do, like keep showing what I can do. So from that moment on, I went to a whole different planet.
Right.
I was just waiting for him to call that. Like I'm on the sideline. Yeah, I'm getting hyped. Every time we draw the ball, I'm like, oh yeah, he finna call it now. Then he'll draw, he ain't call it. I say, it's all good. It's all good. It's coming. So I still remember it was in the fourth quarter. We went to driving. Think I saved about a 10 or 12-yard line. You know, he said, Worm, let's go. I ran out there. I already knew I ain't have to aim and line up the tip like with Booby them to know just even get the play. I already knew I went straight to my spot. Okay, boom.
Right.
So I knew the game. I say, let's do it. I say, whatever happened. I said, when soon I get it and I turn this corner, somebody finna get it. Cause I already know somebody gonna be unblocked. That's my guy to beat.
Right.
It so happened when at full speed. If you watch, I know if you watch the video, when I run, I kind of slip a little bit, but they don't know that slip gave me a little boost. Like, let's go. Like that slip gave me, let's go hit it full speed. Then he came down. He tried to stop. Like, wait. I said, oh, he in trouble. he know I was finna come with that much for. Hey, he in trouble. He was in trouble. Then I came, dropped it, boom. Now all I seen end zone. And the funniest thing, people thought it was the ball that went up in the air instead of the helmet. They were like, I thought you false it. Nah. You see, I had great ball security. I went in like this. Great ball security. Hey, yeah, but
did you see the helmet go in the air?
No, I didn't even see the helmet.
Right.
Because I was kind of like I was running and I was kind of like this, but my eye like here, but I couldn't really see. I couldn't see nothing. Cause I'm trying to get to that end zone. Like I knew if that one opportunity, that probably my only opportunity. I said I gotta make it count.
Right.
So I'm like, hey, I gotta get it up, but I didn't see. I didn't see it till after. So I ran. I was beating on my chest, and I ran. And I looked up at the board, and they kept playing it. I said, oh yeah, that's it. That was the one. Yeah,
man. How often do you get asked about that play?
A whole lot. Even that when my kids at Chaminade, they were like, Coach, you want to dip me like that? I say, listen, stand in child's place. You ain't ready for all this. Hey, this what I do. I say, go watch my high school. I've been doing this. This ain't nothing new. I say that just was on a bigger stage.
Right.
Man, I've been doing this.
Worm, it's funny you say that, right? Because when I do my research and I talk to people down there in South Florida, and they say what's special about you coaching is the fact that like you have a really good relationship with the players where they respect you. But they say, man, they like Worm a nutcase. Like he owned them kids, and they listen to him. Like he hold them accountable. How do you balance being like a player coach, but also being a disciplinarian? Because I done heard the stories like where you really have to get on the kids sometime, but they respect it and get right. How do you balance that?
So I think it's more so. How should I put it? I said more so. Okay, so like you said, being a player coach, but then, I gotta correct them when they wrong, correct them when they ain't do something right. Because if I don't do it, I just be the player. Oh no, it's all right. No, it ain't all right.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I know we get to the next level, you keep doing the same mistake, bro. You on the bench.
Right.
You probably gonna get skilled by the next back and the part of the next back. So you probably be the third or fourth back. Depending on where you go and how good the other backs are too. Coaches know, because look, just like I always say this. I say, y'all, guys in our year now, right? So I say, head coach got to get paid, OC got to get paid, and running back coach got to get paid. I say, now, if I put you out there and you doing the wrong stuff, who head coach, the offensive coordinator looking at? Me, the running back coach. So if I'm out there putting out garbage, my job on the line. So I'm finna I might get fired for my job making $500 or $600K. However much position coaches make. Right. You taking that out my mouth and out my daughter's mouth.
Right.
So I'm not gonna BS with nobody. I keep it real. That's the only way I know how to do it. Keep it real. Because if I don't keep it real, who's gonna keep it real with them?
Yeah, you got to, and you got the respect. And I think it shows, man. Like when you see the kids talk about you, when they talk about like how much they respect you, I always kind of smile a little bit because you young doing it. Like you can still be playing if you wanted to. You made a decision to go. You know what I mean? Like you snapping. I seen it. Like you made a decision to go coach, and I think it's important for those kids to know that. Listen, I did this because it was in my heart, not because I had to. I did this because I wanted to. So I always feel like it's dope the way that you went and you were able to make such a big impact down there in such a short period of time. All right, so last thing, best player that you ever played with. I don't care on what level.
Best player?
Offense or defense, I don't care.
Best player I ever played with. Can I choose one on offense and one on defense, or I just got to be one?
Yeah. We can do one and one. Let's do one and one.
Okay, 1 and 1. So I gotta go on defense. I gotta go Derrick Brown on defense.
Yeah.
The true.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose another one, this is my Derrick Brown, my 1A. My 1B, Jacoby McClain.
Woo, underrated.
Hey, because you know why? We both undersized for our position, right? But Jacoby is a bad boy.
Yes. Boy. Yes. Jack Rabbit.
Yes, sir.
Ricochet Rabbit.
Yep. And then offensive player, woof. But that's hard. I don't play with some good people on the offensive side of the ball, boy.
All right, give me a top 3.
All right, so I'm gonna go Xavier Williams. He played with me at Chaminade.
Okay.
He actually went to that school down the street. I don't know how to say that name. I don't know. I don't know. Something like that. He go to that other school. He went to that other school, but Xavier Williams.
Right.
Dang, that's still hard. Tank Bigsby.
Yeah, Tank was tough.
I gotta go Jaquez Hunter too. Hey, Jaquez Hunter, Tank Bigsby, and Xavier Williams. Hey, because I'm a running back, but I play with some good receivers. But hey, I'm gotta do things different. You gotta give it to him.
That was a hell of a backfield too, dog. Like, man, that was a hell of a backfield. Man, Worm, man, it's been a pleasure, man. Where can everybody find you on social media?
So you go follow me on my Instagram is Shivers Jr. And my Twitter is V8 Blazing. So you can go find me there, man. Go check me out. Go give me a follow, and I'll give you a follow right back.
Man, Worm, I appreciate it, man. Good luck to everything you're doing. And, man, you're doing a great job down there. And I'm really excited to see what you do as track coach as well as on the football field for sure.
Yes, sir.
All right, bro.
All right, appreciate you.